Hey Broncos country, team reporter Sydney Jones here for another episode of Sid's Vids. That's right, we're kicking off again with the 2021 season. I'm out on the tarmac right now. We're about to take off for Minnesota for a week of joint practices and then preseason game number 1 against the Vikings. Players and coaches are about to arrive and then we're gonna hit the road. It is Wednesday, which means it's day 1 of joint practices here in Minnesota. As you can see, I'm at the Vikings facility. The guys are gonna hit the field any second. I'll be out there watching practice and shooting highlights and getting any additional video we need for our social media channels. And then post-practice, Drew and Teddy are both gonna hit the podium and talk to the media, along with head coach Vic Fangio, and then gonna join the Vikings digital media team. They're hosting a live show, so I'll be on there for a Broncos segment. So stay tuned.
Biggest part for me on Saturday is just getting my unit to the end zone. No matter who's out there with me, trying to encourage the other 10 guys in the huddle with me to be the best player that they can be each play. We take it one play at a time.
Take care of the football, progress down the field, score some touchdowns. But the main thing for me is going to be taking care of the football, showing that I can, make the right decision with the ball, keep the offense on the field.
Press conferences just ended here with Phil and Eric. Per usual, we're about to do our daily Broncos camp recap. You guys can find it on denverbroncos.com and Broncos YouTube.
Shout out to Sid.
Yes, shout out Sid's Vids. We made it, finally.
You guys made it.
Sydney, talking about Jerry Jeudy, he said that Bridgewater said of Jeudy that he's scared of what he could do out on the field.
Honestly, I'd be scared too. I mean, today he was phenomenal. We've seen him all camp just be really amazing. He kind of came into his second year and has kind of looked like a different person. Obviously he had a lot of drops last season, came in really focused on that this offseason. I think he's only had a couple drops during training camp, but today, just watching him has been incredible, and he's had a really great day today. Mentioned takeaways. Is there anything else you guys really want to focus on heading into joint practice 2 tomorrow?
Yeah. Partying, yes. We want to win, and we want to party and have a good time. Ain't that right, Justin? That plane that we had was incredible coming over here, and we was just thinking if we could get wins and ride back home on this thing, it'd be crazy.
Verbatim, what's what I was going to say, so I couldn't say any better.
Perfect. Partying. We love to hear it. Justin, Vaughn, thank you. A late night editing yesterday, but it is officially day 2 of joint practices here in Minnesota. Alexis and I already recorded another episode of The Snap this morning. Our featured guest this week is Kelly Klein, who is the Executive Director of Football Operations and Special Advisor to our General Manager here with the Broncos. So make sure to check it out. She was an awesome guest this week. And today it's just pretty much the same thing as yesterday. We got practice, press afterwards, player interviews. So let's get to it.
It's just huge to be able to match up versus, other very, very good talent. And it's just good, to get more reps in, to get, they're on 2 fields. So we're watching a ton out there we just go back and forth. But it's it's just good to see how we match up too, and we feel pretty good about how yesterday went. So yeah, I think, we have a good team and it should be hopefully a good year.
Sydney, I know you were watching the defense.
I was. Our secondary looked great today, Phil. Nate Hairston, I think it was first team period. He picked off Jake Browning. First interception, I think, for the Broncos during these joint practices. So that was a great play. Also, Kyle Fuller, he had a pass breakup, pretty physical pass breakup at the start of 7-on-7s. And Michael Ojemudia also looked good out there.
Coming to the stage, Jerry Jeudy.
My boy KJ back here protecting me. Yeah, I do a lot. Going against the same guys in practice. You get tired of going against the same people every day. So once you see the new faces, you just want to feel it builds more confidence, of course.
We good, man. We honestly all just came up here because we just want to, shower and go home at this point. So that's why we all, we wanted to just make this real quick. So, let's kind of wrap this up. No more questions for Melvin Gordon, Jerry Jeudy, and KJ Hammer. Thank you.
Joint practices here in Minnesota are officially over. It is Friday now, the day before the Broncos preseason opener. Today, I chatted with Bradley Chubb for a little bit, then was able to catch up with ESPN's Brian Greasy, talk to him a little bit about the game tomorrow. And now we're about to go explore downtown Minneapolis and go to Twins game. it is officially game day here in Minnesota. I just got to US Bank Stadium. Gonna head to the locker room and shoot some pregame footage of lockers and jerseys, and then I'll be on the field during the game shooting some highlights and celebration. The game is officially over here in Minnesota. First preseason game in the books. The Broncos won 33-6, and man, it was a pretty big game. Pat Surtain, first pick six in his first Broncos game ever. And then Trinity Benson, he also had a big game. He had 4 receptions for 36 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not that surprising because he has been playing well in camp. But now I'm going to head to the locker room. We're going to do some post-game interviews and then hit the road back to Denver.
Caden, first game as a Bronco and a win. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good, you know, especially playing back there with PJ Locke, you know, as we played in college together and, you know, just going out on the field and be like, wow, I'm really in the NFL right now. It's been pretty cool coming to the sideline, getting coached by Justin and Kareem, and it was pretty fun out there.
What building blocks do you kind of want to take from this game and use in the regular season moving forward?
Yeah, just the way that I prepared for the game, little things like watching film, the way I practiced, like the way I ate before, like leading up to the game, things like that, just preparation.
All right, it's Saturday night. We just got back to the facility here in Denver. Thanks, guys, so much for following me along the past week in Minnesota. If you want to see more of the interviews and videos throughout this whole episode, make sure to check them out on denverbroncos.com and YouTube.